Hello and welcome to the Literature Capital. This video is about Rabindranath Tagore's collection of poems, Gitanjali. In this video, we are particularly dealing with the song number 11, which is called Leave This Chanting and Singing. Uh, Gitanjali's collection of poems was published in 1910. It was translated into English called Songs of Offerings. And for this, Rabindranath Tagore got his Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. So these collection of songs are really important. Let us have a look at it. Leave this chanting and singing and telling of beads. So Rabindranath Tagore was a mystique. He was not a religious person. And in this poem, he's urging us, urging the readers to not believe in rituals, hollow rituals, but to believe in practical devotion. So he's saying that we should leave the chanting of mantras and singing of hymns and telling of beads, counting the beads and chanting the name of gods, keeping the trace of the counts through the number of beads. We should leave all that. Whom dost thou worship in this lonely dark corner of a temple with doors all shut? He's asking a very practical question. Who are you worshipping in these closed temples? Why are you being so indolent? Why are you being so akarmanya? Okay, so he's saying instead of spending your time in closed rooms and chanting to God, we should refrain from being lazy. We should refrain from renouncing the real matters of the world. Right? Open thine eyes and see that God is not before thee. He's asking us to be awakened in ourselves and to open our eyes and see that the God is not there in the idol. God is not there in the prayers. Okay, so in the next stanza, he says, He is there with the tiller is where the tiller is tilling the hard ground. He's there with the farmers, where the tiller who prepares the land for cultivation, he's doing all the hard work. So the God is there. The God is in the tiller who is doing the hard work. And where the path maker is breaking stones, where those who are entrusted with the work of making path, they are breaking the stones. They are doing all the hard work, the labor, the diligent, um, industrious work, which are of some use to the society. So here he is invoking Karma Yoga. There are many ways to attain salvation. One of them is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is you do your duty, and through your duty you will attain that salvation. So he's saying the God is not to be found by sitting at a place and remaining idle and hoping that the God is listening to us, but it is there out there in the open. He is there with the people who are doing all the labor, who are taking the responsibility of the society. There is a very interesting poem by Dinkar, Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, where he says uh, कि आरती लिए तू किसे ढूंढता है मूर्ख महलों में राजप्रसादों में तहखानों में देवता आज कहीं पे मिट्टी तोड़ रहे देवता मिलेंगे खेतों में खलिहानों में there in that poem, the name of the poem is सिंहासन खाली करो की जनता आती है. Ramdhani Singh Dinkar says the democracy lies, or the gods, they lie in the people. Both the gods and the democracy, they lie with the people. They are not to be found in the temples. Quite a very practical take on what your worship should be about. Okay, where it should be concentrated, where it should be directed at. He is with them in sun and in shower. So he's saying the God has come down and he lives with his creation. He's them within through the thick and thin, in sun and in shower. He is with the creation, the God, and his garment is covered with dust. So the God's own garment is covered in dust because he lives with his creation, with common people, those who are taking all the hard work, doing all the uh, industrious work. Put off thy holy mantle and even like him come down on the dusty soil. So at a time when the God himself, his garment have become soiled, why do you think that holy mantle will keep you close to God? You need to, holy mantle is that cloth, that religious cloth uh, that mostly the priest they wear. So you need to put off your holy mantle and you need to come down where he lives and you have to experience the dusty soil yourself. Deliverance, moksha, Mukti, what are you looking for? Where is this deliverance to be found? Where do you think deliverance lies? He's asking us. Our Master himself has joyfully taken upon him the bonds of creation. The Master himself has come down to live with the people, with the common mass, with everyone. So he is bound with the bonds of his creation, and you are seeking deliverance. You want to rise above the crowd. You want to escape this world and go to a to a final place. No, the God Himself is living among the people. So why do you look for escapism from here? He is bound with us all forever. So He is bound with us. He is tied to us, inseparable from us. And why do you think you can, by deliverance, you can separate yourself from all the people here and go to a better place after death? Come out of thy meditations and leave aside thy flowers and incense. So you need to leave your meditation. You need to leave all these hollow rituals that you think are making you connect to God. Or you need to keep your flowers aside and your incense, the incense sticks, all those tools of the rituals. You need to you need to keep them aside. What harm is there if thy clothes become tattered and stained? There is no harm if your clothes become tattered and stained. It's a material world, and things are subject to decay, things are subject to getting soiled and stained. So there is no harm in doing that. Ultimately, our body will also be subjected to such decay, right? One day or the other. So why do you feel there is any harm in going through the labor part, going through that hard work part? Meet him and stand by him in toil and in sweat of thy brow. You need to experience God among his creations. You yourself are one of the creations. So the reader should feel that God is to be felt by standing by him in toil, in hard work, and in sweat of thy brow. The more we, as the creations of God, the more we work in the society for other people, the more closer we will be to God. Okay, this was the poem. Thank you so much.